Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Wow, it's been such a long time since I last uploaded, and I have no idea where to start because today's adventure was insane. Seriously, you won't believe what happened. I got myself stuck in a little trap, and trust me, it took all my energy, focus, and patience to even figure out the next step. So here's the story. I was walking, exploring, just having fun, and suddenly, I realized I couldn't move forward. The path was blocked, everything was confusing, and I had no idea which way to go. My heart started racing because, honestly, it felt like I was trapped in a maze. But you know what? That's exactly why I wanted to share this moment with you all. Adventures like this are what make life exciting, and I thought, why not take you guys along? Now, before we dive into the chaos, I need your help. If you enjoy watching me try to get out of this crazy situation, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next because I have some even crazier challenges lined up. Okay, so back to the story. Every step I took was tricky. The way forward was narrow, the path was confusing, and I had to carefully maneuver, almost like solving a puzzle. I even had to retrace my steps a few times because I got lost. But finally, I started seeing a little bit of progress. Slowly, step by step, I moved forward, and every moment was tense yet exciting. Guys, this is where it gets really interesting. I realized that the more I panicked, the harder it was to find the solution. So, I took a deep breath, calmed down, and focused. That's when things started to change. I discovered a small hidden path, something I never noticed before, and it led me closer to escaping the trap. Can you imagine that? After all the confusion, finally, a way out appeared. And here's the thing, life is kind of like this too. Sometimes, we feel stuck, lost, or unsure about. Alright guys, so now, after all that confusion and getting myself a little trapped, things started getting even crazier. I thought I was making progress, but suddenly, a new challenge appeared. The path I thought was clear suddenly became narrower, almost like a maze, and I had to really pay attention to every step. One wrong move, and, well, let's just say it wouldn't have ended well. At this point, I realized that I couldn't just rely on luck. I had to think smart, plan carefully, and really use my brain. Every small detail mattered. Every tiny rock, every shadow, every sound around me. And yes, the environment was trying to confuse me too. I started noticing little hints, like a faint trail, markings on the ground, and even some signs that I initially overlooked. Each clue brought me closer, but I also had to make quick decisions. Now, here's where it got really intense. I heard some noises, rustling, maybe animals, maybe just the wind, but it made me extra alert. My heart was racing, my palms were sweaty, but the thrill was insane. It felt like I was in a real-life adventure movie. And the best part? You guys are here watching me go through all of this in real time. I can almost hear your reactions. Oh no, don't go there. Watch out. I decided to take a small break, catch my breath, and think about my strategy. Sometimes, stepping back and looking at the bigger picture is exactly what you need. I looked around, analyzed the possible routes, and finally made a decision. Slowly but surely, I started moving forward again. And let me tell you, every step felt like a mini victory. And here's the fun part. The unexpected twist didn't stop. Just when I thought I was getting closer to escaping the trap, I found a little hidden obstacle, a fallen branch blocking the path, some mud that almost made me slip, and even a narrow stream that I had to cross carefully. Each challenge tested my patience, balance, and focus. But guess what? That's exactly why adventures like that. Before we jump in, do me a favor, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You'll want to see how this epic adventure unfolds. Trust me, it's next level stuff. So, after escaping the last tricky path, I thought I could finally relax a little. But nope, the adventure wasn't done with me yet. As soon as I took a few steps, I realized the terrain was changing. The trees grew taller, the shadows longer, and the ground under my feet became slippery and uneven. It felt like I was entering a completely different world, a forest maze designed to confuse me at every turn. Okay, guys, I said to the camera, trying to stay positive. If I get lost again, you're all going to have to guide me through the comments. Grinning, squinting face. I started moving carefully, eyes scanning every corner. Every rustle, every leaf, every sound made me alert. And then, I spotted something unusual. A faint trail of footprints in the mud, small, deliberate, leading deeper into the forest. My heart raced. Who, or what, could have left these? Were they a sign to follow, or a trap waiting for me? At this moment, the suspense was real. I had to make a choice. Follow the footprints and risk getting lost again, or try to find a safer route around. After thinking for a few seconds, I decided adventure doesn't happen without risks. Step by careful step, I followed the trail. As I moved forward, I started noticing little surprises everywhere. Bright flowers poking through cracks, tiny streams of water glistening in the sunlight, and even the occasional bird flying overhead as if cheering me on. Nature had its way of keeping the journey beautiful, even when it was challenging. But of course, no adventure is complete without a few twists. Right as I thought I was getting the hang of things, I stumbled across a hidden pit. It was partially covered by leaves and mud, totally invisible until I was just a step away. My heart jumped. I managed to stop just in time. You've been watching the previous episodes. You know how wild things have gotten so far. Traps, mud, streams, logs, and crazy obstacles everywhere. But today, I promise, we're reaching the final part of this journey, and it's going to be epic. Before we start, you know the drill. Smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss how this wraps up. Alright, so after reaching the amazing vantage point in part 4, I was feeling motivated, energized, and ready for the last stretch. But as I started moving forward, I realized the adventure wasn't going to let me leave that easy. The path ahead was steeper, rocky, and completely uncharted. If I fall, promise me you'll send a comment telling me to get back up. Carefully, I started climbing the rocky slope, using every branch and foothold I could find. Each step required focus, balance, and courage. The wind was blowing strongly, and some of the rocks were loose, making the climb pretty tricky. But hey, that's what makes adventures unforgettable, right? Halfway up, I noticed something shiny in the rocks. Curious, I went closer and found a small hidden stream trickling down the slope. The water was crystal clear, glistening in the sunlight. I paused for a quick sip, feeling refreshed, and realized, even in challenges, there are small rewards. As I continued, I noticed a few bird sounds, brightly colored birds flying around the trees. It was like nature itself was cheering me on, saying, "Keep going, you're almost there." But just when I thought the climb was smooth, another obstacle appeared, a narrow ledge along the cliffside, slippery with moss. My heart raced as I carefully stepped along it, 1 foot at a time. I whispered to the camera, "Okay guys, don't blink. This part is tense." After a few nerve-wracking minutes, I finally reached a flat area at the top of the slope. And there it was, the end of this CRA.